Hey everyone, my name's Brody. My family owns a spa, and ever since I was little, my mom and dad always told me I would inherit it one day. But the recession hit, and suddenly we weren't doing so well. For years, the business was on its last legs. But luckily, Mom and Dad recently hired an expert in the business, and she's running things for us. When I turned 18, they sent me to work under her as the cashier. This is Natalia, your boss from today. Oh dear, just call me Nat. She was very nice while my mom was there, but the moment the door shut behind her and she waved goodbye through the glass door, Nat changed. So, what are you standing around for? Move it! But just as she was bossing me around, she failed to notice the spilled massage oil on the floor that I was busy cleaning up, and she slipped. Ah! I tried to catch her, but she was just a foot too far, and she landed right in front of me. And then I turned beet red, and I looked down at her, and she too was too shocked, too ashamed to speak or move. But I had to stop it somehow. I had to. Ma'am? So sorry about that. What are you still staring at? Get back to work! I could ask you what you were staring at just now, too. Nat got me relegated to cleaning the toilets that day. As soon as I met up with my girlfriend after my shift, her nose wrinkled. Yuck, why do you smell like those things that make bathrooms smell nice? 'Cause I spent all day cleaning the bathroom. Ew, don't even come anywhere near me. I don't want people thinking I'm dating a toilet cleaner. Funny, I don't want people to think I'm dating a gold digger either, but here we are. I said it way too loud, and people were passing by and gave Cass judging looks. You're such a joker. He's such a joker, everyone. My boyfriend, the Joker. All Cass wanted was her weekly allowance. All she ever talked about was how she wanted to marry rich. And I guess that's why she started dating me when we were both freshmen and the spa was doing really well. Well, joke's on her, 'cause I guess we're not rich anymore. You're gonna inherit this place. Why don't you just ask your parents to give you more money? She was about to storm off after wrestling $100 from my tattered wallet when a super hot girl came out of the spa, all smiles and staring at me. Here you go. Oh, and put in a $500 tip, just for you. I mean, you'll need the cash if you want to take me out tonight. Cass had literal smoke coming out of her ears, and then she started pushing the hot customer out of the building. He's taken, you know. Go find someone else's boyfriend to steal, Jezebel! When Nat heard all of the commotion, her head popped out of her office, and Cass saw her chance and snatched my $500 tip out of my hands, sneaking off before Nat could see her. Do I pay you to slack off and chit-chat with customers, Brody? No, ma'am. You don't pay me at all. My parents do, just like they do for you. Nat slinked back into her office, unable to come up with a suitable comeback. I clocked out and closed the spa, excited to go see Cass so I could at least try and get back the $500 she took. But I'd barely gone around the corner when I saw her at a cafe, already busy spending my money. I had just said hello when some guy walked into me and took the seat beside her. Oh, well, I was gonna text you, but I forgot. I'm breaking up with you. I mean, look at you. You work as a cashier at a failing spa. And him? Well, look at his drip. Oh, yeah, he's dripping in designer brands, all right. It's giving me, I'm overcompensating for something vibes. Hilarious. At least I have the zeros in my bank to overcompensate. Can you even afford to just compensate? Oh, nice burn. Call 911. I see you got yourself a keeper, Cass. Just don't come running to me when you need to return him to the shelter. I didn't even cry when Cass dumped me for some square-jawed trust fund kid who wore hats indoors because of his receding hairline. I figured they deserved each other. Plus, the news that Nat was going on holiday for a week lifted my spirits anyway. Finally, she was gonna be hundreds of miles from the spa and I could do my job without her breathing down my neck. Those few days were the best our spa ever had. I found out I could run it smoother with Nat not around. Our customers even tripled with me at the helm. Not to mention, I kept seeing the girls wink at me. I even got a few numbers handed to me with the tip. Until one day, a total Karen rocked up at my desk, furious and shouting at the top of her lungs, "I demand to speak to the manager!" Sorry, ma'am, but our manager's out for the week. But you can speak to me. I'll try to solve whatever it is. And what are you gonna do? You're just some minimum wage cashier. You have to use a machine to do simple math. I doubt you'll contribute anything substantial to the matter. What seems to be the problem? Well, my card's been declined, and I told your stupid staff to run it again. All right, ma'am. Let me take care of it for you. Ma'am, it's declined. Well, your card machine is junk and your spa is junk. And you are junk because I have money. According to our junk machine, you're the one without anything substantial in your bank account. The Karen was so taken aback by what I said that she dropped her phone in shock. Unfortunately for her, the phone landed on the floor with the screen side up, and I saw her dirty little secret. She had my photo as her wallpaper. She looked up at me, I looked at her, and she grabbed at her phone in even deeper panic, dropping it 3 more times before retrieving it as she hurriedly tried to turn her screen off. In her panic, she opened her Insta instead, and there I saw a DM that was open. I couldn't believe my eyes. You're the one who's been sending me all those creepy midnight texts? Are you following me? Are you stalking me? No, so I'm not creepy. No, please, just kiss me, just one. I just want one kiss. I just wanted your attention, please. By then, the other staff had already clocked out, and I was alone in there with her. When I rejected her and told her I wasn't interested, her face changed from needy to desperate to mad. And she pushed me until I ended up inside the sauna. And then she grabbed the keys off my neck and locked me in there. I looked around and found nothing but steam. But when the steam cleared, I saw a girl with eyes as big as saucers looking at me as if I'd intruded on her. Because, well, basically I did. Miss, I'm sorry, but what are you still doing here? We're closed and, well, now we're locked in here together. We tried every which way, but the door wouldn't budge. I left my phone at my desk, so all I could do was scream for help. But nobody came, except for a storm. We could hear the pouring rain battering on the roof, and then the wind picked up, and then thunder and lightning came. Suddenly, I felt a tight grip on my arm. I looked down and saw the girl that was trapped with me, shuddering with fear. Her eyes shut tight, and she was mumbling something I couldn't make out. Are you okay? Thunder. She burrowed into my chest and whimpered like a scared puppy. I couldn't help but feel bad for her. I took off my jacket and draped it over her shoulders. She smiled up at me, and then her eyes closed slowly. I could hear her heartbeat, and mine beat at the same time as hers. I woke up to a slap in the face. What are you two doing in here? I could tell she was jealous. This establishment is not your personal dating venue. Get out! Out! I could fire you for this, you know. Nat gave me 2 choices. Submit to her and do whatever she wanted, or she would tell everyone that I was bringing girls to the spa and spending the night there. She didn't even listen to a word of my explanation, but what choice did I have? If she let the word out, the spa's reputation would suffer, and we might lose it all. I want you to go on a date. Oh, okay. Where do you want to go? Not with me, you boiled egg. I want you to take Giselle on a date. Giselle? If that's what she wanted, I wasn't gonna say no to asking out the prettiest girl in the spa. She insisted I do it in the break room, even after I said I already got tickets to a movie. No, you must do it here, in the break room. I'll set up a table and have the chef cook up some pasta. The date was going pretty well. The break room was decorated with flowers everywhere, but it was really strange having that huge mirror where we can see ourselves. And then I noticed something odd. I stood up and pretended to look at my reflection. And then I sneakily did the fingernail test, and it sent chills up my spine. There was no gap. My fingers touched in the mirror. I told Giselle I had to get something from the car, a present for her. I went out the front and doubled back to the back door, and as soon as I got in, I noticed a passage I'd never seen before. The door was just open, so I slipped in through the winding secret corridor until I came upon a room that creeped me out. The mirror was indeed two-way, and it was looking straight into the employees' break room. No wonder Natalia knew everything that was happening behind her back. And when I looked around even more, I swear I wanted to run out of there and douse myself in disinfectant. There were photos on the wall, hundreds of them, of me. How long has she been watching me?